I'm here to speak out on behalf of my father, a military veteran who served his country for over 20 years. My dad joined the military when I was a young child, as a way to not only serve the country, but to give our family better outcomes. Soon we were off to Germany, and my dad was sent to fight in the Gulf War. My mom was pregnant with my brother while my dad was deployed, so I took it upon myself to be strong for her. I heated SpaghettiOs on the stove when she was too nauseated to cook for me at the tender age of 5 years old. I remember looking forward to every letter my father sent me while he was deployed, and I still have those letters to this day. Eventually, my dad was able to complete his college degree after I had my own diploma, thanks to the GI Bill. We were also proud of him for completing his college education later in life than most do, and for being able to retire from his military service and begin his next career journey. He chose to work at the VA, processing claims for veterans in desperate need of care due to their service. As a veteran, he understood their need to get claims processed as quickly and accurately as possible. His fervent honesty drove him to make sure deserving vets were not left without their well-earned benefits. This was despite his own ongoing fight to get benefits he needed due to his service. To this day, my formerly strong, athletic father's body is far more broken than it should be because of his time in the Middle East. He is still trying to get full benefits he earned due to his service, despite knowing the ins and outs of filing VA paperwork from his own work experience. He has had perpetual back pain issues and lost part of one of his lungs due to the physical tolls of war and breathing the air from the chemical pollutants present during the war from all the fires. Now my dad is one of many people being forced to resign or retire from the VA. Despite his debilitating health issues, they will not let him continue working from home and believe his position is redundant. He is still working hard for now to process claims, most of which are at least 1 year old and some that are over 5 years old. The VA prior to these recent cuts did not have enough staff to process claims of our veterans who have sacrificed so much to serve their country. And now it's only going to get worse. Since the new administration has come into power, my dad has been threatened for simply doing his job. Asking him to justify his work via a generic email message is beyond demeaning. I want to speak out on behalf of my dad and others like him because these stories need to be told. My parents are fortunate enough that our lives have pivoted from needing food stamps and WIC to get by on a military salary to them actually now being able to retire comfortably enough. This is not the case for many others in our nation. They are dependent on having these jobs. My parents will still have to adjust their plans since my dad has to retire before the age of 65. I implore everyone out there to speak out against these horrendous policies that will affect families across our nations in a cruel and unjust manner. How many veterans will now never receive the care they need due to their service for our country? How many civil servants will be unable to find work because there are not enough open jobs for them to fill or due to their age or health? Why would we force experienced federal workers out of their jobs? The answer is simple. This is all by design, to push any perceived wealth out of the hands of everyday Americans into the pockets of billionaires who cannot ever hope to spend all of the money that they are hoarding like dragons. It's time for all of us to stand up for the working class, veterans, seniors, minorities, vulnerable groups, and young families like my parents once were, who are hoping to give their children a life better than they ever had. Please stand with me and do not remain silent. Speak out, share your story, and let everyone out there know that this is not acceptable. Thank you.